All right. Good evening.
Good evening.
Are we waiting for someone else? We have Pallavi, Sushma, Madhuri, Chitra. Let's wait for a minute or two and then we'll start. So in the meanwhile, any questions? Any questions from the last session or so? So everyone have joined using the laptop or desktop? Anyone has joined from the mobile? So everyone has joined using computer, laptop or desktop?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. All right. So you can see the screen, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right. So what we learned last session, were you able to check the differences between Cat 6 cable, Cat 5, Cat 4?
Yes, actually we could check. I could check. It's cat is category 4, category 5.
Correct.
Actually, yeah, the basic things we could find that cat 4 is used in phones.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we could do. And the thing regarding the laptops, what you are told to see, the features, it was very confusing, in fact, actually. I mean, when we go there, we could see a lot. I mean, when you told which is a operating system you have to see in the laptop and the, what is it? Which generation and all. But it was very many things to see.
Yeah.
But you didn't get the idea actually. What is it? I was looking for, in fact, actually. Processor we could see, different type of processors. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So when you look for laptops, right? So in the heading itself, they'll mention. So I said they'll mention a lot about processor, right? You can see here. Intel is the processor, Core i3 Intel is the processor, and they have mentioned as 11th generation. So 8 GB is the RAM they have mentioned, and the memory of it has 256 GB. SSD means solid state drive. It's a type of hard drive, and 14-inch is the monitor size. So everything is mentioned in one line. So these are all other features. FHD means full HD, full high definition. Micro edge, you'll see the edges, right? Which has IPS display. IPS display is nothing but the monitor type of monitor which has IPS display. Again, Ultra HD graphics, and it has Windows 11 operating system. It is also built in with Microsoft Office and Alexa built in. So this is a new feature, and the laptop weighs around 1.46. So if you go details inside it, you will find lot of information here. What is the screen size in centimeters, operating system, CPU manufacturer. CPU is nothing but the processor, central processing unit. Right, so they have mentioned everything in detail. What is the memory of the RAM, how it is split. So DDR is a type of RAM. It has one DDR4, 16 GB DDR4. It has two storage. It has SSD storage, 250 gigabyte. So this is how we will come to know more about the configuration details.
Yeah, which is the best configuration we should look out for actually in a laptop when you purchase?
It's based on your requirement. If you use only, say, Word, Microsoft, MS, or say just for home purpose, i5 is more than enough. i5 is more than enough. 256 GB also SSD is enough. And if you are looking for work purpose, or lab, you want to practice labs, you want to install servers, or virtualization, all these things, then you'll have i7 minimum with 16 GB RAM. Here 8 GB is enough. For home purpose, 8 GB is more than enough. So 16 GB of RAM for work purpose and 512 GB of SSD. And if you want to go for gaming purpose, there are a lot. So we have latest i9. In Dell, we have something called as Alienware laptops. These laptops are only designed for gamings. Gaming laptops requires huge amount of graphics. So you'll find around at least 16 GB of graphics. Or, there is an extra graphics card which is available. So again, gaming laptops are the highest configurations laptop. For example, let me search and show you Alienware laptops. So Alienware, Dell Alienware. So you can see here, it's a whole lot of different things, right? You can see AMD processor. Right? So when you look at this laptop configuration, it's completely different. You have 512 gigabytes of solid state drive, again Windows 11, and you have AMD, this graphics AMD processor. You have 6 GB of NVIDIA graphics. So it's very huge configuration. That's why it's 1.5 lakhs.
Sorry, Bhushan, to disturb you. Okay. I think so. Vaishali is having a problem. She's telling, please let me in the meeting.
Yeah. I just let them.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you.
So I was not aware of that. Sorry. All right. So this is how you can decide between what is best laptop for you. You can choose for home purpose. i5 is more than enough. 8 GB to 16 GB you can choose for home purpose. 256 SSD with Windows 11 and MS Office built in. So these things you can look for home purpose if you want to buy a laptop. So if you're trying to look for home purpose, you should not spend more than 50,000. So yeah, that's how it is. Anything else from the last session, or you are trying to explore something, and you have any questions, doubts from the earlier sessions? Silence.
Can you please explain about LAN cable? LAN means local area network. It means, is it only support for the like small kind of office, or how it will work? Can you please explain that?
LAN cable, it's a different. LAN is altogether a different concept when it comes to this expenditure, where you said local area network, right?
Yeah.
Local area network. This is a type of network. So in the networking basics, we will cover this. What is LAN? What is WAN?
Okay.
Right. So do not get confused with the cable. LAN cable means we just orally we give name to the cable. How we have category 5, category 6 cables, right? Those are Ethernet cables. Those are Ethernet cables. Ethernet cables means internet cable, which has RJ45 as the port, right? So we just call it as LAN cable. Okay. And local area network it's a type of network, and it comes in networking basics, wherein we connect the network locally. Locally means physically with wired cables, right? So this comes in the networking basics. That time I will cover WAN, LAN, and Wi-Fi, modems, how are modems configured, what is router, right? So if you have Wi-Fi in your home, right, the person comes and configures your modem, router. So we will also go through all those things. What is switch? So all these things are covered in networking basics. We'll cover that time. LAN cable, we just call it by name as LAN cable. It's not an official word. We just call it by orally, LAN cable, or Ethernet cable, internet cable, RJ45 cable, Cat6, Cat7, Cat5, right? That is it. Did I answer your question?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. All right. So today what we will do is, today we will go ahead and explore Microsoft Word. So we can go through some basic formatting, wherein we can create a Word file, how we can create a resume, all those things, heading. So we will go through basics of Word today, right? So Microsoft Word again. Microsoft Office. So in Microsoft Office, we have Word, we have Excel, we have PowerPoint, we have Outlook, we have so many other things, right? We have OneDrive, so Microsoft Office 365. This is what the latest edition of Microsoft Office. Nowadays, it is, we do not find anything with the traditional installation, or we can just download and install Microsoft Office from the Office account, Office Online. All right. So how can we install Microsoft Office? We can go to office.com. So I have already my ID logged in here, and we have the install Office button here. So once you click the install Office, an installer should see you have install Office. It will ask you what language you want. You can choose n number of, any one number, any one language you want. You can choose 32-bit or 64-bit also. Then click on install. So you have the installer.exe file downloaded here. So you click on the drop down, show in folder. It will show a downloaded file. So you can run this file. So I already have Microsoft install. I need not run it again, right? So how can you install a file? Any .exe file, any file which ends with .exe, installer, application installer, you can call it as application installer. So this is how you can install Microsoft Office, right? So I have the licensed version. So who has the licensed version, you can download it from the office.com, and that is the best way to have Office installed on any computer, right? So we will go to Word now. Any questions with this? So what we saw is, go to office.com, sign in with your account, install, from the Office portal, right? And you have Word here. So let me create a sample resumes from the start. Make sure, uh, when you're creating the resume, make sure you have a standard format with standard size for the body of it, standard size for the headers. I'll explain you what are headers, what is body. So starting, let me put my name here. Let me put my email address here. And mobile number, right? So I want these things with the headers. What I do is I select like this. I choose 14 size. Usually for the headers, I select 14. This is completely your choice. You need not choose only 14. It depends on you. There is no rule that you have to follow this standard itself. This is what I have been following. For body, it's 12. right? And objective. So this is a subheader. Subheader also I can keep it as 14, or this I can make my name as 16, so all subheaders as 14. So did you notice I just mentioned double L here and put a space, it recorrected itself. Microsoft Word recorrected itself with the single space. And if I have any spelling mistakes, it will tell me with this red underline. So when I right click on it, you have the right spelling here. You can just click like this, right? Just a one line or two liner with the objective. Then you can mention your technical skills. So for technical skills, you can, for example, on Windows operating system. Then see if I misspell it, it will give me error. So for the body, these are the bodies. I can make it as 12. So you just drag like this and make it as 12. And you can, these are sub points, right? So these are sub points. You can group it with the, either you can group it with numbers like this, either you can group it bullet points like this, any way which you feel it is good for you, right? Let's go with the arrow mark bulleting. And you can group this subheading, you can group again. You can group it with this one, flower. Yeah. So if you want a space, you just have to hit enter and click on backspace. Backspace. Yeah. Right. So again, you want to have all these points. When I'm done with my technical skills, you can go for educational details. And again, so you want to copy the same way how this is lined up here. You can drag this and click on format painter. So when you click on format painter, you just have to drag here. Got it? So it becomes the same format as the subheading again. Then you'll have points. You can mention the points with so what you can do is, again, you can select this thing and you want to have the format, the same format as this. You can again select format painter and go with this. So this is how you can start creating Word files. If you want to insert a table, I want to insert a table now. Insert table. like this. You can just move the cursor. So right now I want to have college name, percentage, year passed, and university. So 1, 2, 3, 4 columns you require. So what you can do is insert table. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns you have. College name, percentage, year passed, university. So if you click on the tab button, it will create a next row. So you can just mention like this. So if you click on the tab, it will create a next row. Any doubts till now? So if you want to come out of the tab, you just have to click the outside space and you have your table here. So this shows a blue mark here. You just have to right click. That's because I have left a space between the name and the comma. Right click, correct it. So these are the dummy words. That is why it is showing with a red mark. So this is how you can create a Word file, create a table. Now someone says that I need to insert my photo. I need to insert my certificate. What you can do, insert pictures from this device, and you can let me, so this is the certificate. I am a Microsoft certified person, so I can select this, double click on this. It will be very huge. So this is very big, right? With respect to the Word document, this is very big. I want to have it in a small size here. What I can do, I can drag it, still drag it. Yeah, this size is fine. Now you just have to move this to the upper part of the Word file. Click on it, left click, select tight option so that it can move with the text. So that you just have to click on it and drag it wherever you want it. So I can still make this smaller like this or like this. I can make it a little more bigger. Yeah. So looks simple, but all the information should be there. Whenever you're creating a resume, especially resume, make sure it is simple, but it has all the information. So that is the goal. Whenever you're creating any presentations for any events, that time you can be more decorative. You can add colors. So if I want this to be more colorful, I can do an underline like this, and I can select any color. See, it's changing. I can add any colors. But whenever you are going with the resume, make sure it is unified throughout the document. Make sure you have a heading as subheading as 14, body as 12, and you have the right spacing. Spacing means the spacing between each line, spacing between subheading and body, spacing between each line. So make sure that it looks neat and good. Any doubts? Simple, difficult?
Bhushan,
Yeah.
How did you make this move here, this certificate?
Correct. Yeah. So when let me delete this. Let me explain it again. Once again. So this is the insert. We are at home now.
Okay.
Right? So we have the insert tab. We click on pictures. I already have that certificate saved on my computer. So you should also have any, if you are trying to insert a certificate or a picture, you should have that device saved on your computer. So when you select insert pictures device, so this is how it looks, but I do not know how it is, which one is the certificate, right? So I will click this more options. I will click large icons so that I can see what is certificate, right? So I can choose the certificate, click on insert. So now it is very big, right? So we need to adjust it as per the document. We will drag this from the corner. You have this round arrow mark, right? From that you will drag, and I want this to adjust it to the right side. So I will select the layout options here. Okay. Click on layout options, click on tight. Okay. When I click on tight, it explains here, move with the text. When I select this option, it moves with the text. That means that I can move it anywhere now in the document. Okay. So then again, let me drag it as per my requirement. Got it? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Anything else? So what you can do is tomorrow, whenever you have time, create a document. I will share one of my resumes or one of the resumes of the freshers. Create a Word document. You can mention name with 16 font, email, phone with 14 font, subheaders with 14 font, body with 12 font. But make sure that all the font is same. You can choose any fonts. It's not like you have to choose this. This is the default one which I had. You can choose any font you want, but make sure it is throughout the document. So one paragraph should not have Calibri and one paragraph should not have any other font. So the entire document should have a single font. So select that, then you mention educational details, insert a table. Then any college projects, if you have any events, any certificates, you can mention that. Any experience. So if you're having experience, always make sure experience is addressed first. You need to mention the experience first, and you need to mention the roles and responsibilities. So nowadays, for experienced candidates, we always look for your roles first, on what is the current experience you are having. Then comes your educational background and all the other details, personal details. Personal details in the sense name and address, date of birth. Then if you have passport, that's it. Right? So make sure with these things, you create a Word document and share it to my ID. Good. Everything good with, is everyone okay with this?
Yes.
Yeah. So any number of doubts or anything is fine. Any format, however it is fine. Any, just create and start creating it so that, you are more comfortable next time. If there are any corrections or any suggestions or improvisations, we can discuss in the session, right? So yeah, I will also, we have 3 minutes left. I will quickly show you how to send an attached email from the Gmail, right? So here is the Gmail view. You click on compose. You have my ID, resume or Word file, and then whatever you want to type. This is the attachment file symbol. You can click here. You can select the document which you have created, open it. It should load and then send the file. That's it. See, I've got my own file here, right? Any doubts? You can re-watch this email composition if you have any doubts, so that you can feel very comfortable while sending a file from the Gmail. So many of the times when I was a fresher, I have missed sending attachments to many HRs. So we'll make sure that we'll go step by step, but we go it through the right way. Any doubts till now? Yes, please. Please unmute and ask.
Nothing, Bhushan, from my side.
All right. No, I just saw that you have raised the hand on this.
No.
Okay. All right. So let's connect again tomorrow, and we will come up with again a new topic with more details on Windows operating system itself. So once we are comfortable with Windows operating systems, then I can start explaining you all other details, job roles and all other things, right? Let's be familiar with our own computer first. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, then. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you, Bhushan.
Yep.
Thank you.